Now I want to acknowledge a few people here today. First of all, 3 key people who are the pioneers of the Chinese Australian community. First of all, Hudson Chen, Benjamin Chow, and of course the great Helen Chan Ho. You know, if Robert Menzies is the founder of the Liberal Party, these guys are the Robert Menzies of the Chinese community. I also want to acknowledge Councillor Nancy Liu. Where are you, Nancy?
Yeah, Nancy.
Nancy, there you are. Well, if they are the Robert Menzies, you are definitely the Howard. Now, on to more serious matters. It is an absolute honour to be here today and to also introduce a very, very special friend and mentor of mine, Trent Zimmerman, the member for North Sydney. You see, Trent is the member for North Sydney and the former president of the party, but that is only the surface of what and who he is as an Australian. And Trent epitomises what it is to be an Australian. He's worked hard his entire life. He graduated from Newington High School. He's been involved in Tourism Australia as the deputy chair, and he's risen to where he is today through hard work and reward, through personal loyalty, through values such as integrity. Now, Trent, I would like to introduce to you, several of our friends here today, Cheezeth, Ivan, Dion, Macy, as well as other people that are going to be behind the scenes in reading this, the next generation of Chinese Australians. So, Trent, like our parents, we have worked hard, we are working hard, building small businesses. Whether you're an accountant, a lawyer, a doctor, or someone who's still studying in university, right? We epitomise what our parents have come here to do, which is to work hard, get ahead, and contribute to this great community. Now, like our parents, we are proud of our Chinese heritage, but we are also committed to this place called Australia. And let me reiterate, proud of our Chinese heritage, committed to Australia's future. So, Trent, I think this is what I think of our multiculturalism. It's very simple. We don't ask where you come from, we don't ask how long you've been here, and we definitely don't ask you to give out your heritage. It's not hard, it's not dogmatic, and it's not ideological, it's simple as that. All we ask is for all of us Chinese Australians, or all Australians, to be committed to our country. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull said something the other day during the by-election campaign. He said that everyone's voice has influence. And you know what? That is absolutely true, right? If you're an Australian, you have a voice to participate in our democracy. But ladies and gentlemen, let me make it very, very clear. It is also our responsibility in this great democracy, in this great freedom of speech platform, to make our community better. Whether it's health, whether it's education, all Australians, Chinese Australians included, need to give their knowledge, their views and their concerns on how we can further our community. So ladies and gentlemen, the Liberal Party Chinese Youth Council is the newest forum for Chinese background Australians to find voice on the Liberal side. Whether it's making it easier to do small business, whether it's furthering a family institution, the family institution construct, or whether it's furthering our world-class education or health systems, ladies and gentlemen, I implore you, I encourage you to join the Liberal Party Chinese Youth Council and participate in a great movement. And I definitely want to acknowledge Trent Zimmerman, and over to you, Trent.
Thank you very much, Scott. Thanks, Scott, for having me here today, and I also want to start by acknowledging Ben Chow and Hudson Chen. I'm thrilled they're here, so it guarantees that I'm not the oldest person in the room. But they have been outstanding leaders of the Chinese Australian community, particularly within the Liberal Party. Can I say that I'm delighted to be here for a number of reasons. Firstly, I'm proud to represent in the Federal Parliament an electorate that is one of the most diverse in the country. And that diversity includes 22,500 people who were born or have Chinese ancestry. And in addition to that, there's another 3,000 or 4,000 people whose ancestry is in Hong Kong. So it's an important part of my own community, and I see every day the incredible contribution that Chinese Australians are making to the life of that community. But secondly, and just as importantly, I'm here because I fervently believe that Australia's greatest achievement has been creating such a strong multicultural society. And within our democratic framework, that strength relies on all our citizens feeling as though that they can participate in our democratic institutions, which includes our political parties. And it's incumbent on us, those of us inside the Liberal Party, to make sure that our party, as part of the democratic process, is as welcoming as possible to all members of our society. And for me, the Liberal Party Chinese Youth Council is going to be a very important avenue for us to achieve that objective. I'm particularly pleased that we have an organisation that is focused on young Australians. When I first got involved in the Liberal Party, I was just 17 years old. And I was actively involved in the Young Liberals. And I was its state and national president. And I saw the extraordinary opportunities that young people can have if they put their mind to it and get involved. And I have to say it was back then that I realised just how important our multicultural society was. And that was particularly through the incredible mentor that I had in the form of Helen Shamho. And I'm pleased that to this day, despite the fact that the Liberal Party lost it for a little while, that she continues to be a great mentor to everything that I'm trying to achieve in public life. So the formation of the Chinese Youth Council is a great opportunity for young people to get involved in the party, not just as foot soldiers during election campaigns, but what I've talked to Scott about is making sure that this is an avenue for people to put forward their policy ideas, to be able to contribute to the performance of their state and federal governments. And that's what we really want to do, because we really want the input of young people of all backgrounds, but in this case, Chinese Australian young people, to feel as though that they have a stake and a say in the future of the Liberal Party. And I just want to conclude by saying that two things. Firstly, that this is part, I think, of the Liberal Party's broader recognition of both the contribution of Chinese Australians to our own society, but also a recognition of the fact that the Liberal Party does value the relationship that we have with that land from which Chinese Australians came, and that of course is China itself. And I've just returned from 5 days in China, in Beijing, Tianjin, Chengdu and Hong Kong. And it reminded me just how important that relationship is, and this week confirmed that our trade relationship is still the largest with China and growing so significantly. But finally, I just wanted to acknowledge and thank Scott Yung for his leadership and that of his team who have brought this to fruition. They've already been exceptionally active over the last 6 months, and more and more is yet to come. And I'm thrilled that the Premier is going to formally kick off the Chinese Youth Council in a couple of weeks' time, which shows her own commitment to what Scott's trying to achieve. And with the mentorship of Hudson and Ben and Helen, I know it's going to go from strength to strength. And it's an extraordinary honour for me to be a member of the Youth Council's Advisory Committee as well. So all strength to you. It's a great day for the Liberal Party, it's a great day for our democracy, and I know it'll be a huge success.
Thank you very much, Trent.
Thank you very much, Trent, for those words. Mr. Xiao Wu.
She's just going to do that instead.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, sure. I'll just make it short. Thank you again, everyone here who's come. Benjamin and Hudson, Helen, Trent, especially, for supporting us all the way from the very beginning. By the way, I'm Sheikh, I'm the Vice President of Recruitment for the Liberal Party Chinese Youth Council. I just want to say I'm very honoured to see everyone here giving their time and support to us over the past year. Just moving forward, I'm very excited to share with everyone as well our upcoming opportunity meetings. These are going to be very great opportunities, great and valuable opportunities for young and aspiring professionals to meet and greet great people, to pick their brain and just receive some words of wisdom from their respective fields. We've already got 2 MPs on board who agreed to feature in our first 2 meetings, Natalie Ward and John Sidoti, as a bi-monthly thing coming after the launch. But because it's going to be preceded by the launch, I hope to see everyone there. So I look forward to seeing everyone there on the 23rd of July at Dodson House.
Thank you.